Hello everybody, welcome to the 89th JTF's tutorial on how to mod in Arma 3. This will be the first video in a series of tutorials on how to retexture assets in Arma and a few other tools that you may find useful. Any software presented or changes made to files in these tutorials are legal to do for any of you worried about this is breaking a law.
Today we'll be going over the software needed in these tutorials and how to use them. All of the programs mentioned will be linked in the description to download, and some of these programs may be switchable with other software that provides the same function. Let's start by downloading PBO Manager.
Arma 3's way of reading data is unique in that it uses files called packed of bank files, also known as PBO files. To open these files, we will need to download a program to unpack this file into an editable format and be able to repack it later on to make it usable in-game. Once installed, you may need to restart your computer to make sure that it runs correctly. When it is fully installed, we will now open the Arma launcher and select a mod to copy locally, found by clicking the three dots here. For this tutorial, we'll be copying the 89th auxiliary mod since that is where we will be making changes today. Save it wherever you feel comfortable with it. I usually place it on the desktop since I will be in and out of it constantly. Once you have copied the mod, open the folder and proceed to the add-ons folder. From here you should see the PBO files I was talking about. From here you want to right-click the PBO file and it should present a PBO Manager option. Hovering over it should reveal two options: Unpack As file name or Unpack To. Since we will be repacking everything back into this folder, we will just click Unpack as file name. From here, select View in the File Explorer and checkmark File Name Extensions. This will allow you to see what type of files you will be looking at. If you explore around the files in the freshly unpacked PBO, you will notice two common file types in it, called config.cpp and PAA. PAA files are the texture files in a format that Arma understands, while the config.cpp files are the coding files that are needed to implement these changes to textures in games, along with a few other things. To change the PAA files to a format we can understand, we must go to Steam and look in our library.
Once you navigate to your Steam library, search Arma 3, and under the Tools section, you should see software called Arma 3 Tools. You'll need this to convert many files in Arma. Once this program's installed, start it and select TextView 2. This is the software that's used to convert PAA files to PNG files and vice versa. To see what a PAA file looks like, either drag and drop the file onto TextView 2 or navigate to the File tab and select Open. Now that the texture file is visible to us, convert it to a normal picture type file format by opening the File tab, Save As, and change the PAA at the end of the file to PNG. From here, if you wish to edit the PNG, you can use the programs that come with Windows, such as Paint, or you can install a free Photoshop software called GIMP. This program has many functions that are useful in perfecting the look of textures to make the outcome more desirable. As there's a lot to GIMP, we'll be going over the tutorial for it and what texture file does what in the next tutorial video, so make sure to check it out.
Up next is Notepad++. The config.cpp found in the PBO are what tells the game what to do with what files, and to edit it we need a Notepad program. It is possible to just use normal Notepad to edit these files, but using Notepad++ is much simpler in the fact that it colors each function in the lines of code, and with that makes it easier to troubleshoot. Make sure to download the latest version of Notepad++, as you should have with all these programs presented. Once installed, you should now be able to open any file that ends with C++, that's what the CPP is, and Notepad++, see how different sections of the code are color-coded. A few items you should familiarize yourself with are the Find and Replace function, which can be found by using the hotkeys Control and F. Once again, as coding is debatably even more of a beast than GIMP, understanding the code will be in a tutorial video of its own, so we can get into more detail on what each line of code represents and does. I hope that you found this video helpful in your endeavors to become a mod team member, and if you have any questions, just message the 89th mod team heads. We'll see you in the next tutorial video.